good? What's good? It's good. Take these glasses off. Ain't like I need them on. Plenty of light. I just saw the difference of back. My little patio here, and where I live at. Close that up and make a little difference. All right. So anywho, I can never sleep. No, I'm just playing. I like that. So first, let's get this out the way. I had to go to the hospital last night. A lot of people know me. I do meditation and all that kind of stuff. But I made a grave mistake. You know, I was running, getting up to 9-10 miles again. And a little over a year ago, I was poisoned. My other significant one had something to do with it because she's just fucking evil. We're not gonna go into that because it's not what we're talking here to talk about, all that negative shit. And yesterday, first of all, strenuous working out. I was a power lifter. I was, bodybuilder one time when I was in the military with a heavy extreme weight. It takes 5 men to do a certain job. Where me and one person would be 2 of us just doing the job. It took 5, and we're talking about extreme weight. Jump, and invincible. Well, not so much invincible because obviously the food they were feeding us was to tear us down further. So anywho, they gave me 2 of the strongest antibiotics. I'm not gonna pull them out the bag. I kept 2 of the things they had to put in the insulin. To pump into my arms. You see, they bruised. The lady didn't know how to pull. I said, "Let me do it. I know how to draw blood. You're sitting here fucking around. You could have went to the back of my hand. I said, what are you doing? Are you trying to put something in me?" She got up and walked away. I said, "Man, I got your face," and she didn't know I was live with my aunt on the phone, and I could take pictures when I'm talking to somebody. It's not complicated. You just clap up right there and took pictures of a dumbass. I don't play. Dr. Clip lost weight, took some advice. He looks good. He was like, "James, I want you to get off that aspirin. I want you to stay away from that clonazepam when you wean yourself back off of it." But he says, "What the problem is, you have a small form of angina." And that's from when I get sick. I was working out, running 9 miles, lifting heavy weight, getting up under 315 at 54 years old before I turned 55. Getting on the treadmill, some of y'all saw me on live on Facebook when I was on there, running for like 30, 40 minutes, for a while before I even started my workout. Not saying that we can't do it, but what I didn't do was utilize the discipline and knowledge I had to allow my body and respiratory to heal up completely. Always with that go-get-it attitude. No, this is for deep lungs. I wouldn't say go and get this stuff. I use it, herbal dietary supplement. I don't trust protein powders and all that shit. I don't trust none of that stuff. Creatine and all that. Your body don't need it. This, because of injuries, my blood vessels have become a little weak. When you stress them a whole lot, and nicotine plays a major part in it. Whether you're smoking cigarettes, I don't smoke cigarettes, but I chew tobacco. I stop. I got all my gums, my teeth. Everything's fine. I don't, but absorption, and this nicotine ain't the same, y'all. You hear me? You listening? It's not the same. And so today, though I might have 1 meal, won't be doing no smoothies, no sugars. I've got to allow myself to go in the sun. I've got to allow myself to breathe, expand, do a little fungi, a little qigong, and not worry about whatever. Just keep moving forward. I remember last month. I remember Jacksonville, Florida. I was stationed there for a while. I got children that grew up down there, and I remember there was a story about this police officer, this official, heard some shooting, so he went to run there and confronted by certain people, and the girls started fighting with him, and they attacked him. He had a rifle on his back and everything, and It was a bunch of a bunch of gay people. I'm not knocking my gay brothers and sisters out there. All right? I'm not. I'm just saying. I was looking at skinny pants, purses, and swinging, and I'm like, the girl was whooping on boys' ass. Now, where am I going with this? This is, even though we know that's a red state, this is a liberal-minded agenda. Now, a lot of y'all know I don't care about either side because both sides are two in the same body. I discussed what I had to discuss and say what I had to say about it. Y'all keep watching this media, it's felonious. The general manager, the CEO are told by the corporation what they want seen. Media is censored. You'll never get the truth. It's to keep division. It's to separate, divide, and to keep conquering the people. You will never see them talking about the truth about food. Now, you have consciously awoke people in the media who don't last that long. They get fired a lot of times. You'll see them talking. You won't ever see the video until somebody else uploads it offset. Show your mama get tired. I'm tired of telling these goddamn lies. What was that reporter's name? Like 10 years ago, he blew up on that stage. He said, "Now I don't know where he's at. I don't know what they do. I don't, I'm not in that group. Sit there and being betrayed by a lying ass government." John Kennedy told y'all exactly what was going to happen, and that's what's happening. Look at this, Oklahoma. We stop listening to the Black Caucus and all these Negro motherfuckers pushing that African American stuff on these damn Nova and all these new fictional narratives of explaining away our history. Stop listening to these no good Negroes. I don't care who it is. Stop listening to them who got a face because they've been in a movie or this thing. Stop. They was in a movie to keep you moving. And they was telling you, they was putting out number. Harriet Tubman, that's bullshit. Traitorous bitch. Listen to me. Okay? Indian Oklahoma. Indian Wall Street. The government went and bombed it with turpentine bombs. What is it y'all don't understand? I had family there. Or Chickasaw. So-called black African American, my ass. And there's still a lot of us alive who know better other than the ones who want a fucking dollar will sell out their damn little baby for it. Well, we know this fact because it happens thousands of times every year. And not even for drugs, y'all. We live in a sick world. I'm going my beard in, people. We live in a sick time. And nobody wants to hear that. Everything that you think you know, you don't. There's nothing but complete lies. And I'm not here to expose them. What movies they show? 1942? Why 1492, excuse me. Why they didn't tell you about 1491 and 1493? Or the Pueblo vote? How come they never had you read stuff like Go Dancing with colonialism? Ghost dancers didn't go nothing with colonialism because that's a construct and a narrative that is false. If you would take the time to read something written by a goddamn Chinese. When you start seeing the agenda for what it is, you start dismissing the motherfuckers because you realize they're irrelevant. You don't have to be bound with emotions and feelings based on lies conscripted to rewrite a narrative that never existed. It's a narrative. Alleged. Like, I'm not an alleged Indian. I'm the actual original people they considered an Indian. Omi. Not mongrel, this, that, and all these other fucking names. Hell, it took 16, they said 6 to 12. It took 16 to 20 nations to make the Mongol herds. Genghis Khan was as dark as midnight. Why is that all hidden? Why do you think? And all our people keep running around. I don't care about censorship, this, that, and other. I'm not going to do all this bling, bling, bling. It's up to you to make the choice. You believe what you want to believe. You hold on to what it is you want to hold on. And that's it. I'm not here to, it might seem like I am. I'm just here to put the little information out there. I'm not I'm not anti-police, but a lot of our men in uniform or costume have been misled. And some of them even chastised. Where they can lose a job, making some pretty good money, unless they get with the program. And that's the case in a lot of, that's, you know, there are guys in Vietnam who were shooting over guys' heads. They didn't want to kill nobody. Many ended up dead. But, you know, you get the old staff sergeant come out and says, get with the program. What is it? You don't like my walk? You know, and some committed suicide right in the fields and some just got with the program. It's the same thing now, you know. I'm gonna tell you this much: not all teachers are bad, but there are teachers that have stood up and lost their job because the curriculums they were teaching they knew wouldn't benefit the children, as you nor in the long run. You know, why is it that people don't pay attention to that? I don't know. I think people don't really care. I said, think. I don't know. So that's two replies. I don't know, but I think. Does it mean I believe? No, I think. Now, conclusively, it would be something that I believe in, right? Obviously. So therefore, understand the words. I was reading about the Arawaks last night while I was recovering, when I got back. And I said, yo, I took all of Copenhagen, I threw it out. I only have no one for it. It's not fear or nothing. I'm a little anxious because, it's nicotine. So there's going to be withdrawal. What do I have? Well, I can run upstairs and get them, but I have my little chew sticks. I actually feel like chewing on one right now, but I'm going to relax and get ready to have my lavender and lemon tea. I just can't believe the things that are right in front of us, and we choose to have blinders on or complete total eclipse. Sunglasses. I always want to make sense of these things and say, okay, there's a good reason for doing this. This is understood, all right? So therefore, I'm gonna back off. Well, every time a person backs off from something because they want to be not contemptuous, they just want to allow things to be. This is where the grandest mistake is made. See, the teachers don't back off from teaching bullshit, right? Instead of teaching you economics and this, that, and people in Wall Street and the trader insiders. But see, the individuals who control the narrative want to destroy the narrative so that way they can break the infrastructure. I'm not going to get into talking about vaccines because there are no vaccines. By the terminology, let's look up what the word vaccine means. We're going to see, this is what I like to do is keep it 100. I don't care if I go over an hour today. I really don't. And they never put definition up first. You need to understand that. Development and timeline, they got all new things that have nothing to do with the truth. Vaccine, which is obviously Finlandian or something like that. Noun, obvious, it's a name or something. A substance used to stimulate the production of antibodies and provide immunity against one or several diseases. Let's talk about what's in these trial runs. There's nothing in there to stimulate the production of antibodies, but actually destroy. And that has been shown 25 times. It's not debate. They can deny because that's what they do. They're sick. Give it the program. That's what they've done. And nobody wants to hear that. But I'm here to tell you this. Prepare for the causative agent, I want to say caustic, I think they meant, causative agent of the disease. Its products are a synthetic substitute treated to act as an antigen without inducing the disease. Well, then what the hell they got out of here? We've got more people that have died from the vax trials at the same period of people who died of gunshots. We've got 5 out there, but they hide that. And media don't speak on the ones that do. They fire them. Some people have been there for 15, 20 years. We're kind of tired of the shits and giggles. A program designed to detect computer viruses and inactivate them. And it's not computers in the first, as we understand, as far as that pronoun. what it is, oh, you know what I'm saying, a program designed to detect computer viruses and inactivate them, not deactivate them. Are you paying attention? They have been feeding us all kind of crap. I've been telling people for a long time. You see people growing hair wires out their arm and stuff, and neck and stuff like that. Those are nanites. It's nanos. We call it in the military. We call it chemical spraying, aerosol spraying. Y'all call it chemtrails. Really one and the same, but you got to get in the logistics of terminology. I'm not here to blow no whistle. The shit's being done right in front of everybody's face. Now, what country is it they're not flying over doing that? That is the test question. You know, another thing that boggles the mind? In all my world travels, there are still places I could go to and get stream water and drink right there. There are places here too, but you just got to know where they're at. Okay. I love my aunt Johanna. Love her to death. I called. It was about her bedtime, and she stayed on the phone while I was in the emergency room because I needed this. I wanted to call my children. They acting ignorant as fuck, so fuck them. They grow. I love them. And not fucking like throw them away. You never can disown your children who are not your younger brothers and sisters. See, our problem is we've been reared to believe that we stay nephews and nieces and sons and daughters, and it's bullshit. We're all brothers and sisters on this earth. How can you be an old soul? How can people say things? But see, I respect the gratitude of her being my aunt and what I was able to endure and enjoy with her. So I do still call her my big sis and my auntie. And she stayed right on the phone. I said, well, she went to sleep. But when I spoke, she heard my voice. And I told her, don't forget, we young. We just been done wrong. And I love her to death. So, you know, Joanna Wright, Lawrence Wright, Denver Broncos, blah, 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 blah. Board of Education, Jersey, Oranges, you know. But that's what a vaccine is. Now, I mean, if you want to get all technical about all the other goofy stuff that comes along with it, like all the, the trial times and all that, look it up for yourself. And you'll realize that until 2022, that's why they're pushing it back. That's why these countries, people want to push the full opening up or lifting restrictions until 22 because they want to get as many vaccinated as possible. Now they're putting it in food. It's not for curing or healing. As many nurses and doctors have said who have been blackballed, blackwashed, walked off from their jobs or fired. I'm talking about thousands. Yeah, we got a whole group of people who went out. Our people should have known better. But that shows you that some of our people aren't our people. See, righteous and energy does not have nothing to do with what we've been delivered and dealt or what we've done out here, what we've been handed. We have lived that felonious life. We have tasted it. We have been that Christ-like figure that went to hell because of the sins of walking the earth and lashing out, but embracing it because it has to be. So fuck that Christ-like stuff. That's light. We're the light bearers. We're the children of the sun. You don't want the sons. If you don't want to believe it, that's on you. But I tell you, the enemy's afraid. And he right awfully should be because he doesn't have to be, or she doesn't have to be the enemy. But they're so stagnant and stupid. They are confounded and conflicted, and they don't even know. Even by being versatile and being versatile by saying this, versatile meaning one out of many people ain't gonna talk about this. And I speak it. They're conflicted and they're confounded. Look at Officer Tatum. I'm not gonna tag these guys yet. When I tag them, I'm gonna be uploading some shit. And I'm gonna see what he does when I lay 5,000 officers, 4 years, abuse cases, records, exhibits ABC. When I start putting this shit up, what's he gonna say then about why black folks hate me? No, because it's not about you ain't no Uncle Ruckus or a coon, you the dumb nigga. Officer Tatum, you're conservative. I like some of your views, but you started going at our people, and just purely because you was a young motherfucker who's ignorant and don't know the truth. Like so many others who don that uniform. See, I know somebody's blocking shit, but I don't care. Shadow ban and all that, it doesn't matter. My voice is already out there. See this right here? Messenger, FaceTime, face-to-face, all the way from England to Finland to all over. And I didn't tell a lot of them I have a YouTube channel. No. But I see the games being played. And I'm all right with it. Okay. I don't want nothing free, nothing. Ain't nothing free. Not until should have said and done. Okay. The bomb. Sekio. Okay. Sokyo. Okay. It's a Japanese friend of mine. Sorry about that, guys. It's just the way it is. Turn this down. I think I turned it up. There we go. Check it some. My apologies. We want to keep this normal as possible. But we got a lot of idiots out here. Me, I could be a great serial killer. A great one. But that's some more weak punk ass shit. I'd rather build models, shoot my guns, invent shit still. And you know what I mean? Keep it moving. And I don't share none of that shit with anybody. Because you got a world where everybody thinks they have all the answers and they don't have an answer to the first. Okay, here we go. They don't have an answer to the first, excuse me. I could wait to do this, but this needs to be done now. All right. So this is my Japanese buddy. I'm sending him a message, replying, which is important. So they're like, yo, I have friends in Singapore. We're like, yo, James, why don't you move out here and stay with us, man? You know, we like you, blah, blah, blah. I was like, no, there's things that need to be done here. And my dream, I think's gonna scare the shit out of a whole lot of, but it'll only be momentarily. And I'm not gonna share it. And if some people say, yo, man, that's being mighty ignorant of you. Okay. So what? Nope. Not everything is meant to be spoken upon and speak upon. And I've got some videos outside which I really, really enjoy and I love. So those will be updated. People who I've conversed with, shared information. They kind of glamorized and gave me all this. I was like, don't do that. I don't need it. I respect y'all. I have love for y'all. Y'all the information that people need to hear. And that's pretty much that. You know, I made a choice that I was going to do things different from everybody around me. Not because I want to be different, because we are different. My views, my knowledge, how I see things, how I understand things, it is different. I had some kind of nurturing along this timeline of my life. There was pain and hardship, but then there was this stuff that was grabbing at me, that I attempted to keep hiding from it. My brother Reg was asleep, and Dwight brought him right now. I can tell y'all, Willardell, get the house number. We lived on the first floor. John Branch and lived upstairs. Brunel Branch or whatever. And where I was abused, besides Grove Street, where those houses were torn down. They built a gas station and all that shit over there. But talking about when I was young, 60s here, guys. We lived in Willardell, fourth ward. Hardest hitting country boys up north. Facts. Take it for whatever it's worth. Believe what you want to. It's not, like I said, I'm not into ego to help those with little egos and shit. I don't want you to feel fractured and broken. Not that I really give a fuck, but you know, I'm gonna keep it 100 that way. Because I know we got a lot of little girls running around playing boys who's supposed to be boys in the first place. Just saying. Okay? And One night, I think I got beat pretty bad the night before. I don't know if this is some weeks after or before. She put us in those tall chairs, wine chairs, and taped us and belted us to these chairs and our hands behind our backs and put these long matches. Remember the long matches for the fireplace? In between our toes. Turned the gas on low and then lit the matches between our toes. And I had to tell my brothers, Dwight was too young. She didn't do that with him, but he was tied down. And me and Rich had to tell him, bend him over and tell him, blow him out. I think I was like 5 years old at that time. Blow him out. And she come in there and smack us before she run out. And she turned the gas on more and light the matches. Thank goodness the window was open. I don't know if she was high, drunk. I don't know what the fuck was going on, mama. And we blew him out. Was able to get free, turn the stove off. I think that next day she didn't come back. She didn't care about Pearl branch, none of the branches upstairs. She didn't care about nobody in that place. It would have blew up. And we'd have been cinders and pieces. Window was cracked. I was able to turn it out. So I remember I used to always cook eggs. Don't ask how and oatmeal together. Feed my kid, my brothers. That's why I guess I gave a chef. Hey, ain't that kind of something? You see how things tie in? I remember the time I was in the closet hanging. I got these scars in the back of my hand with a coat hanger. You know, little boy. Very traumatic shit. Well, the military, the government took me with all that, but they loved that. Because you see what they did to my great-great-great-great-grandma and some relatives, some kinfolks. Now, you all ignorantly call Black Wall Street, and motherfucking the niggas with Black Caucus and all these fake niggas are sitting on there talking about fake niggas. Y'all actually listen to instead of writing and saying, we don't want to see this fake ass nigga no more. We want to see a real motherfucker doing these shows because y'all been lying for too long. But anyway, dropping turpentine bombs, and who they tell me we don't know who shot the first shot. Well, half of the Peckerwoods over them woods over there couldn't read or write. We were teaching them motherfuckers. And a lot of them went that way in search for gold and copper and shit, and they had just came off the fucking boat at Ellis Island and made that travel. Trains, motherfuckers, and cars, which we created. That's one of, hey, Lord, what's going on, man? Hey, what's going on with you? Are you sharing my shit, bro? All these goofy motherfucking videos going on, and I'm the only one talking about real shit. What's going on? And then I got somebody who pops up every time I come on. I don't know if it's a bot or whatever. Whatever. Hey, bot, how you doing? I can't see what it is, and they never comment. But you know you are a moderator when it does kick off, because, like I said, I've got nothing but juicy stuff to talk about. See, I had to go to the emergency room last night. I had to stop chewing tobacco, man. The nicotine is strong. I think they increased the strength on it. I don't know what they done, but I put it in, and you know, because of all the exercise and everything I've done over the years, my arteries since last year, because of being poisoned and all that coughing, it's created a minor form of angina. I don't need medication on like that. Thank you, brother. I don't need medication, but angina means it can be a thinning of the arteries and the walls. It can be hardening. It was real extreme, but it's mostly thinning. That's because of the nicotine and the fact that I used to drink a lot. I smoked a long time ago, guys. I stopped smoking a long time ago. But I still did exercises because angina also comes from pushing hard weights and in the cold. And y'all know in the wintertime, I like to run, and I take cold-ass baths and showers. So I've had to readjust that shit. Because, you know, sometimes when we think we know, and I always say I don't know everything, I'm just going to do what I understand and what somebody has showed me or taught me, and then I share that information. So this is a cleanup. Not a cleanup. This is more information. You're smoking stuff. Because it's not all tobacco. This is some bullshit. Get some real tobacco and cultivate it. Okay, I'm conversing with a friend of mine in Japan. He always, it's a different time, so he always gets it different. Say, you know, I would love for him. I told him if he ever could get it while it's on, because, hold on. Yeah, bro. He would come on. You know, I'd bring him in. But like I said, I have to get to that 1,000, whatever, which a lot of y'all know I'm not so big on. I mean, there's a lot of people who's egotistical, this, that, and other, and they think they're teaching somebody, and they're the worst teachers to go to in the world. Truth be told. Okay, I got it. All right. Let's go to the Gmail. Excuse me. Yeah, I doing right. I told you I'm gonna keep 100. And if you're looking for some kind of entertainership instead of somebody being 100, that's your problem. You know, I'm gonna work on my models today. I'm not gonna go out today. I'm gonna go out for a light little walk because you gotta have some exercise. But it's not like I'm running 5 or 6 miles or a mile. I'm just gonna go out in the sun for a nice little walk, tank top on. At least get a good 20, 30-minute walk in. It's good to fast, guys. Though I have my tincture. I need the vitamin D because it's very in B17, and which a lot of people don't know about, which is in most red vegetables and fruits. Rhubarb stew. Next week I'll probably go over to Sprouts and pick up some rhubarb and make some rhubarb and fennel soup, which is very good for strengthening the arteries, just like turmeric, maca root, whatever it's called. A lot of things on the East Coast are good for it. And vitamin C, natural vitamin C, like crabgrass and stuff like that. But the thing is, a lot of people don't know how to prepare this stuff. You know, fresh produce. Okay. I was wondering when he was going to send me this guy I talked to on the phone. Okay. All right. I could do that. I can get I just got information. I can get a 200 round for training, full metal jacket, 9mm range packs at 115 grain, $89.75. I'm not going to snatch it up right quick, y'all. After I'm done here, so let's go ahead and pin that. And here's information PDF. Battered and abused. Analysis of trauma at Grasshopper Pueblo, 1275 AD, 1275. And see, this is the stuff that I get into because it talks about pre and Mongolian invasion. So Mongol Indians, you're not the indigenous motherfuckers of this land. I get the information. This right here is from Catherine and Gustave. Academia. This is stuff that I download and I discuss. And because I like microfiche, Library of Congress, True Libraries, mom and pop bookstores that still have old ass books that weren't burnt during the Renaissance, in light of the long swords all over. It's the stuff that I know. So when people want to talk about, well, how you know we killed? Well, 1275, 1300, Vatican sent your asses here and we whooped your asses. Native Americans, why ain't but a handful of you motherfuckers. And they try to push Navajos like they're the biggest sorted when that's not true. It's the Cherokee. Because of all the fake motherfuckers in there, when the real ones, us, they try to say there's only 13% of the population, that we're 30 million, which is complete bullshit. How do you take 65 to 85, some say up near 100 million of us, and you can do the math, it's real simple, and make us 13% of the population since the 19 goddamn 50s. And they say we're having babies like crazy. Margaret Sanger, we got a bunch of ignorant ass niggers right now, soy babies and all them other dumb asses. We got a whole lot. We have a whole lot of people on earth raising niggas. And they always want to lash out because they don't have no order. All they know is chaos. Chaos. That's it. And they think that they're going to bring order out of chaos. When the fuck did 2 dead bodies birth into this world a motherfucking baby? When they had froze their eggs and sperm? No, the body's functioning. Huh? Not dead, motherfucker. It's not going to happen. But they're confounded, conflicted. No, they're confounded. You're conflicted. They're conflicted too. But they're mostly confounded because they don't know how to stop. They want to make one of us rise to the occasion and turn the shit on to see what really goes on. Because I've been telling y'all, what we think is Earth, no, it's bigger than this. Maybe 100 times. It's 1,000 times. I'm telling y'all, there's a lands out there. Trust in me when I tell you. There are lands out there. I'm going to download this PDF. I'm about to send a thank you to Catherine and Mustang. This is stuff that's not out there. There's also related papers and information that can be used as references and resources on top of that. So if you want to get into understanding the battered and abused, analysis of trauma at Grasshopper Pueblo, look it the fuck up. Download the PDF and read it and see what you expand on from that. I specifically asked that. I earned what, 0.06 McDonald's stock? Hey, shit. Tell me when it goes up 14, 20 something. Okay? That's what I want to know. I don't want to know about that. I'm looking at. I'm just looking at my little stock dividends that Bitcoin I don't even worth getting on here. But like I said, either we're gonna rise to the occasion or we're not. I said a whole spew on media and nobody heard a goddamn thing. Nobody shit. I don't see them while I went to Facebook. I didn't see none of my stuff. I'm like, they blocked me because 3 months in a row because I'm telling the truth. They can censor me all they want. It's not gonna stop shit because I got a whole lot of folks around here that's looking at me. I keep telling people, you from California, you come in here with that liberal bullshit, you need to go. It ain't enough. This is the only price you're gonna probably hear something. You need to leave. You're being watched hard and you don't even know it. Right here in Page, Arizona, I'm telling you, there's a whole lot of folks that work in Arizona, California that are from here, but they keep the Arizona license. Well, it's just another. You've got a lot of motherfuckers that up and left, these faggot Zionist Jews, these liberals, these all came here. Like, oh, Arizona's a blue state. No, it's not. See, when you have a place that you know all of Arizona and you know every corner, nook and cranny, and you know that 85 to 90% are conservative, then you know goddamn well there was a lie and everything's fraudulent. But they ramping things up and nobody's paying attention. I'm only sharing the facts. My advice, though, unless you got a relative, and you don't start dumb shit, because motherfuckers will rooftop, car snipe, and this, that, and other, and remove you. They don't give a fuck. They really don't. Room Lake, not all that shit. You see what they do to the bottom? This fake ass mayors and all the motherfuckers put in place. People ain't listening to that shit. And what the media is not showing you is the backlash to cops acting the way they do in the frenzy, which is actually unconstitutional, and it is not what the police are supposed to do. It's not their job. Because you had presidents, executive orders, and motherfucking politicians and mayors, bigots put in place by the same people that create the broken infrastructure. Now they got people, new generations growing up ignorant and arrogant in what they think they know because they don't know shit because they can't go back and see how everything was unwound and how it's being wound up. You dig? I know everybody says, oh, James got to be bullshit. No, there's no way around it. Oh, gotta be. No. What the fuck do I have to gain or earn? Like a bunch of idiots who lie all the time. Congratulations on your 435th mention, James. Yeah, for real. See that? I do a lot of research, and it's not fucking Google. No, I get my information in Google Plus. I can view my mentions. I talk about people. I talk about real shit, and I question, and I papers mention James. I know they do. 437. Yeah, check that shit out. And why do they mention it? Because of what I'm doing right here, and that's why they always watching. Which in Oxford, Berkeley, NYU, it doesn't matter. I'm not here for everybody. I'm here for my people. I don't care what crayon color you are. My people who seek order in their life, who not about being divided. I know that's hard to grasp the concept of. I don't like extremists, racists. I don't like dumbasses. So those are the motherfuckers that'll go running in with an empty clip, which they always do. And then you got the actors and all the look how they took red flag, military red flag laws, red flag when something totally different. But now they're using it. They take everything and put it out there and they put it somewhere. That's the CIA for you. Dirt bags. They put it out there. Boom. Right. The media's using woke. Ain't nobody there woke. The motherfuckers asleep. They dead. You don't believe me? Why is it you can't see it? And you'll never see them look at this shit. They'll never look at none of this shit. Whether it was my man Papa, Doc, or whoever. I get notifications. I don't even need to see. I don't even need to see. I can do a split screen and pull shit down right now for one. But I ain't into doing all that goofy shit. You know what I mean? It's unnecessary. As far as I'm concerned, it's all unnecessary. A lot of people like to do that, all that gravy shit and all that. Not I. I don't find no need in it. Take view. I don't want to do that. There we go. Okay. I love it. New notification. I would share it, but I don't. No. I always express this to people. If you want to know something, get involved. You dig what I'm saying? Get involved. Be involved. And stop playing with yourself. Please, stop playing with yourself. Stop the bullshit. Slide this over. Why does this thing give me such a problem? Because I ain't in college no more? Bullshit. There we go. I mean, I could have done all this, but you know what? When I go live, this is when I do this. Right. Yeah, we don't want to do that. Okay. And this is the stuff, and actually, I love doing this stuff because it helps me to see. Because I had somebody want to teach me. I was like, I don't want you to teach me shit. Let me bump my fingers around and figure shit out. You know, and that's what it's about. That's how we learn stuff. It's good to have information, but it's good to be able to see things and allow your brain to process it. And some pale skins treat you better than some melanated. Oh man, let me tell you something. I got some rednecks, man. Can't stand most Negroes because they know they stupid as fuck. They be laughing. They don't even know who they is, James. What's wrong with them? I'm talking about right in Georgia and South Carolina. Man, look, man. I used to barbecue with them motherfuckers. They be like, yo, Red, you gonna bring some of that cornbread and that catfish nuggets? I got you. I'll be out there in the Wichita River, going from them holes out there, half butt naked, getting them big ass catfish with my hands. After I go for a little hour, 2 hour horse ride, you know, straight up country. Don't let nobody fool you now. But yeah, man. I got some brothers who die for me, bro. And I'll give my life for them. Damn sure would. Fucking A. And there's a whole group of niggas I like to get rid of. They waste the fucking time, waste of breath, and waste of life. Some people say that's harsh, James. You know, okay, well, fucking whatever. Take it. I know it's harsh. It's meant to be harsh, motherfucker. You know what I mean? All right, so now if I did it might see. This is why. And that's the split screen. Oh, I see what it did. Okay. And it would take me off the live for right now, but I'll work on that a little later. Because I already know how to do all that because I had to do it in college, but I actually had to use 4 different screens. And then, you know, I have Clubhouse and all that stuff. So, my boy sent me back another. Okay. And y'all see what's on my motherfucking, what you call it? Excuse me. Let me do this right quick. It's taking me about a minute. It's not that serious, y'all. When I show you, you'll get the gist. Okay. I mean, I don't just talk about things. I don't share all my information. I believe some things are meant to be personal. You know what I mean? Seriously. what I'm talking about right now, I find is very important, and I believe people should have that. Okay. Let's put that motherfucker up there, which actually I don't need it. So as you can see, I have on there James Baldwin, Notes to a Native Son. Also has the book over there. I've got to put a cover on it. I want to put a little paper cover like back in school, back in the day tape, because I've been wearing it the fuck out. Just going through it. Oh my goodness. If you never read the book, get it and read it more than once, please. Okay. Um, Somebody said, yo, when you can put the banner up and do all that? I got a pre-video I did. I'm looking at it and I'm thinking about uploading it as on the banner. Noodling. Yeah. So I'm gonna tell you something I want to say is very important is vitamin D. When did they start pushing this melanated skin's hard to absorb that vitamin D bullshit? Have y'all really paid attention to the things that have been said over the last 20 years, 30 years? Well, I'm gonna tell you like this: if you're gonna go ahead and you want to go ahead and get a vitamin D supplement, I'm gonna tell you, make sure it's 2,000 nanogram units, and it's vitamin and get it in this vegan form. I use Natural Factor, and I'm not sponsored by these people. I use Natural Factor because I actually get benefits from it. I've tried many other ones, and come to find out they were full of binders and fillers and all kind of shit. So what is this one filled with? Well, go and read it. I can see everything, and you know what? Read it for yourself and make that determination. Natural Factors, vegan, D3, all right? And besides that, get some coconut milk, potassium, vitamin, and get in that goddamn sun. Rub yourself. You're not going to roast. An hour before going out in the sun, take your little cold cream and olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, rub your ass down. Once you get done that, if you're a little like me, I burn a little bit. But it feels good because I get dark every time I go out, even with the burn, it's because I get dark as a motherfucker. All right, so I know what's going on. I'm absorbing. My body's electric. It's just sucking it in. Plus, I've been taking in all these poisons too. You gotta use a little sunscreen. It's a very mild one. Macabray, besides vegan D3 vitamins, what other supplements do you take? Vitamin C, Central? No, I was taking a lot. I stopped abruptly 4 days ago. I just take that because there are times when I need to be in here, especially after I see they went over and did the aerosol spraying. So I need to have the sunlight every day. And a lot of people know me. I like to go for like a 2-hour walk, 2 to 3 hour walk. I was running 9-10 miles. I had to stop because minor case of angina because of the nicotine. I just found out that they was increasing nicotine in cigarettes and tobacco, and I chew tobacco. And I was like, I need to get some raw fucking tobacco, people. I don't need the nicotine. I chew tobacco because it's good for you. I need raw, unfiltered, organic tobacco, like our ancestors. I'll sun dry the damn leaves myself. But I quit. Yesterday I was throwing it all out because what was happening was it's making my chest tight because my arteries have thinned out from all the years of powerlifting and lifting heavy explosives, 1,000-pound, 500-pound bombs and shit like that, hernia bars, and, jumping up on aircraft and jumping off of aircraft, damn near over a story. I mean, the shit that I put my body through because we were undermanned as usual. 10 by 10, we were undermanned. So imagine needing 5 people to load a very, very heavy explosive and only utilizing 2. And I always went to my boy from Georgia or Texas because they was buck strong like me. We were the 300 club. So, I was a 300 club and I was 180 pounds. So yeah, so I don't take a lot of crap no more. This right here for my lungs, because first of all, bronchial support, you want to make sure whatever you're using is, a root that you can pull up and you can process, whether boiling it, steaming it, and breathing it, inhaling it, or even eating it. Everybody knows about mullein, but a lot of people don't know about so many others. And one of the ones I like to use as far as a bronchial support, It's deep lung. And why? Because it's non-GMO and it's certified. I'll let you see it. Can you see that? Man, I ain't shaking too much, is it? And it has, might be too bright. I don't have to do a lot of which color. You can't read it all, but it has exactly the right 10 years. And it's 4 drops in about two ounces of water, and you drink it down. It tastes like black licorice, which is also good for you, people. Real unadulterated black licorice. Get it. Leave that red shit alone. It's the only red you need to be done with. Then a lot of people know I purify my water, and I have to have a container that's hard, so it's PBA free. You get a drunk, right? Person, I don't see that to be demeaning. An alcoholic who drinks 24/7. I'm talking about wakes up to a swig in between sleep. If you take that liquor from them, they will die. Let me tell you about us. They have been literally poisoning us with nanites and all kinds of shit. That if they was to take it away because we haven't prepared this to override all of this, yeah, job dead will be the zombies they were seeking. We got enough zombies now. They run out there. Damn. We got enough zombies as it is running around Black Friday, standing up at the merch lines and all that, and they think it's normal because who normalized it? Sat out in the sun before I came in and went on. I hear you, hey family, yeah, and I think we're at a 3-hour difference, right? Because I'm in Arizona. I think that daylight shit 3 hours, so. That's good, brother. Yeah, actually, it's a little overcast. I think there's some fires going on, but I'm gonna go outside and I stand inside. I don't just like to stand there, even though it feels good, unless I have my chair, which I go out on the back here. As you can see right here, my back from the patio, the light's gonna go. I'm gonna get a little dark, like something out of fucking Marvel comics. But I got the air AC on at 70 because it's three digits right now. Feels beautiful. Matter of fact, I'm gonna leave it open. Let me turn this power off. Let me turn this air off. Wait till electricity. My bill last month was $35, but I hate electricity. Right. I think this month it may get up to about 60. I ran AC for a little while, but I don't go. I walk around my house with my shit, and I'm safe over here. So as you can see, it's very beautiful. Can you? I don't think it'll focus. I have to take the GoPro out there if I stand real still, right? Well, anyways, my back, barbecue right here, my shed where I got all my stuff storage and tools, and my little patio table right here. I just didn't get an umbrella for it. I want to put a veneer up, and they told me I can. But I want to hang a heavy bag out there, and they don't know how to mount it. So I was going to do it. I got the smart finder and all that. These are the things. Outside, breathing. But they poison the air. They poison the food. They poison the water. What cracks me up is I've had sisters who are scared to comment on the shit I said because they think they know everything, but they know that they're wrong. So they do the smart thing, which I appreciate. But I wish they would take heed of what I say. Why is it that we eating all 3 foods that we eat? Pork, chicken, and beef are not even indigenous or native to the land. They were native because born here now, and they slaughter it left and right like it ain't no tomorrow. They don't care. You ever seen someone kill farms? This shit is inhumane. It's not normal. There's no order to it. It's pure chaos. And if you can't see that pure chaos, you are deeply in pure chaos. I'm not telling you to become a vegan. That's our ancestors in writings and stories across the line did not eat fucking meat. That's our perversion. You don't have to believe me. Even Instagram punk ass, because it's the same as Facebook, I don't care about neither one of them block me. Because of this goofy bitch, Ruby Reds. I hate calling that word, using that word for a woman, but she's like a dog because she's fake, fraudulent. And that's because I correct her. I says, why are you doing this? You call me a clown and this, that, and fool. I don't know you. And so I says, look, why don't you just correct yourself? You're a loser. So obviously she works for me. Let's say I'm wrong. So what? I said she works for him. Or it's the staff looking because you got a bunch of people sitting there at their desk, rubbing themselves probably, whatever they doing, I don't care. And their butt hurt because they don't like hearing something that they got enough people ignorant right now going, oh man, he's talking crazy, sitting at them desks, and they don't know shit. Who's writing for the media companies? Motherfuckers right out of college. Harvard, Yale, and all them fucking places, Brownsville. And they got these 25, 30-year-old motherfuckers writing about shit they've been fed because they believe in the hypocrisy and the bullshit. And y'all don't even know that, do you? You know, fuck Fox News. They all of them are censored. They're controlled again. General manager and the CEO take orders from who? The goddamn CIA. Oh, I'm not here to rain on that parade, man. Shit, they told on themselves in the 70s at the caucus meetings, hearings, whatever the fuck they were called. Just why is it that people don't know about this? Because nobody wants to talk about it. Everybody wants to be in the know of everything, but don't know nothing. They just blatantly watch us now because they got the power. What power? What power? Destruction? That ain't power, motherfucker. You know, power is making life. Taking life ain't nothing but some weak ass wimp pussy shit. So all these little soy babies you see, they had to be manipulated, food redirected and changed. They probably wouldn't live past 40. Their bodies probably fucking shut down when they make it to 40. I think there's a longevity clock in everybody now. Seriously, man. I want me a dip. And you know what I'm doing? Yeah, some weed they say has nicotine, but it's different. I go for indica and organic form. One pull, this should have burned out in a couple seconds, I'm good. And it's strictly for pain. And the neurons and a few other things, but I can't do a whole lot of this shit. I can't sit there and smoke a whole blunt. I'll be like, what am I doing? What is the purpose of that? What are you numbing yourself from? Again, a lot of times you ain't numbing your shit. Depending on what you're smoking, sativas and stuff, you probably make yourself crazy. That's why I get to smoking my smokes. Talking about smokes that come out of my throat. That's some good ass OG Kush right there. But again, you know, nobody wants to talk about that. And the ones that do, they've had a platform, whether it be rap or music, and so now they've gone that way. I asked people the other day, I says, hey, how long have you been a vegan? Actually, I'm pescatarian. While I was in the military in the 80s and 90s, I was a vegan powerlifter until I had a serious issue and I was drinking a lot. And I decided to go back and start eating steaks and fish again. Then I looked at steaks and went to chicken and fish. And I did that for a long time. There was a period of time when I started eating pepperoni pizza in New York. And I was fucking with the Hebrews because I know it's a bunch of bullshit. But I was quoting and talking with them and this, that, and other. And then we go out and I order, let me get 2 pepperoni slices. They don't understand everything they're eating is poison and toxic. There's nothing. And they were like sitting there going, and I was like, hey, bro. But I don't really eat none of that shit. I don't like pork. I can't stand beef. I hate pork with the whole. I like them as a pet. I like pig pets. And they're as great as dogs. They really are. I'm serious. And why the fuck? Fuck, I need to be eating that yard bird for? One of the most nastiest motherfuckers to be created. It's alive. It's a hybridization. I don't get it. And why they kill off all the herbs and why they destroy our rainforests on our so-called East Coast? All this is the East. So I'll say okay, on the East Coast. Why did they destroy all that and try and get rid of all the gopherwood trees? Because it only grows here when they stretch all the way up to Washington, the state of Washington. That state they created. all this state shit is fucking bullshit. I got only one like, and I'm dropping real fucking news. What is wrong with you broke back motherfuckers, man? Do y'all know what truth is? Or is it hard to grasp? Is it hard to grasp? First of all, for you religious people, how many goatwood trees are there in the world? Where did they grow at? And how long have they been there? For all you Pyramid of Giza, fake Egypt motherfuckers. Newest and youngest pyramids on Earth, Pyramids of Giza, but y'all know everything. You don't have a damn clue. Mongolians didn't build pyramids, not one. They didn't understand the shape of a fucking spear. Look, man, this is real talk, not hate, because they got to be educated and woke up just as well as many other people. I talk to teachers, bro. I literally talk to teachers. They call and ask me shit about history, and I'm like, where'd you get that from, Antigua? No, that's not what went down. Goddamn, just go into the library. The information's there. Why you? Oh. And it's not with that's emotional, but not with feelings of hate, discontent, this excitement. Because see, people are starting to get it. You dig what I'm saying? You can't make that up, man. Okay, I can embed a video. I was just looking at that. But not now. We'll do that and cast it to another device as well, which I can do from here. We'll do that. We'll do that next time. Embed. I'll pull up something from Mussolini before his ass was broken, shot the fuck up, and hung upside down. Him and his that trifling ass wife, which we need to happen again on a whole large scale. But I'm not here to advocate for violence. No. If I did that, you better believe it'd be a hell of a spew, and there'd be enough people in the room to understand and see things, and then be able to, and it would be for a call and a reason. I'm not doing all that. That's it could be for somebody else. That's not my call. You know, I want to share real information, look at things, objectively. Got to, because anybody could be giving a whole lot of bullshit. But I have nothing to gain. Except for brothers and sisters who come back to the fold of truth instead of running around in the lies, attempting to make sense because of what they know, and they don't know enough. Not enough to be 100% in what they talk about. So I want to add a little bit more information and share that information so they can have a little bit more in their arsenal of information. And if somebody said, where you get that from? Well, I got it from Orator, Brother James Branson, Jim Redwood. And that's my name given to me by my great grandmother, Bettina Lee. 1960, who's going to J.C. Penney. I was at the back door. I got my ass whooped a little earlier. It was a switch I had to get. A coyote ran, red ass fox, a coyote ran. And she came out of her mouth and said, home on the shoulder. I said, what the fuck is that? I ain't cursed like I'm being facetious and funny right now, but then I went, I said, nah, mama, what's that? Mama, huh? Like, I talked a lot as a child. And I remember her hand exactly being on my shoulder and her pointing at the fox in the corner in the back. Or the coyote, whatever the fuck it was. Red as all can be. She says, that's you. My little fox. It's my first nickname. Other than June, I think later on it was Jimmy Mack. Based on the song and based on how I was adored and loved, even though there were so many who advocated for my the Margaret Singer thing done on me before I came into this world. So everybody has a story. Everybody has a place, a position, something. But anyway, I'm not gonna bring my brother. If you want to say a vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian, on and off, moment of showing people stuff since 1984, 83. Yeah. I think being a vegan powerlifter though, and not having the circle that I have now, and being on my own actual square foundation, when I say square, not the perverse meaning, okay? being solid on it, standing with my 10 toes down, tomahawk up on both shoulders, my rope, my whip, you know, being in that position. Now, bro, I had this information, man. It's too ignorant, too invincible, too young, testosterone all over the place. The last of the vanguard of actually drinking some good water for heavy, you know what I'm saying? You gotta remember, everywhere didn't take on the heavy fluoridation of the water right off the bat after World War II. It was somewhere at 64, I think, when they started that shit. Somebody looked it up and get back. I'll do a vid, you know, tag me and I'll come in. If you ever want to be tagged when I go live, I'll tag your name, you know, pop up, you know, or type it in down here, you know, at boom, and see if you get the notification, if the notification is on. You let people know. Share this shit and say, yo, tell them pay attention so they can see when I say pay the fucking attention. I'm going to give you all history. I've got tons of books I showed early on. They showed the movie 1492, right? I said, well, why didn't they show the motherfuckers before and after? And these are revisions. This is like the original. These are old ones now. And great shit, because I take care of my shit. Then I came with me all the way from Florida. All right? 97, 98. It's 2021, right? So you're paying attention now? The Pueblo Revolt. Now that, you know, I visited all the sites. And I'm here to tell you today, bullshit. See, that's what you call boots on the ground. That's the kind of work you call work. When it's got some stains from traveling, and I take care of the best I can. That ain't gonna come out if it's just there. But they don't want you to know that them niggers they fighting. And them are Mongols mixed in with Spanish, Chinos. Until you visit the sites, and they just rename great sites. They won't. We became their enemy. That's what the word Anasazi means. Our enemy. They don't even know our fucking name because they're all wearing our fucking names like a fucking badge of honor because of a lying-ass government that established, that's based on Zionists who've been rewriting history, who created the New World Order, gave you your fake Jesus and your one little God, and have you running confused all over the place. That's not all the Jews did. The Bolognese didn't do that. This certain group of motherfuckers. And nobody wants to talk about that. Wow. Well, there's plenty of people that talk about it on YouTube. I've seen them. I know some of them. Damn, she really stuck me good in my arm. That was a good jab, man. And you know, that's the stuff that I don't want to talk about Zionists. Y'all, a lot of people already know that. I want to talk about real information and the fact that you don't have to feel a certain way. You don't have to be stuck and bound to this lying-ass feeling and emotion that has you running all over the place acting retarded. You don't have to. You can seek order instead of being stuck in chaos. Every time I read books, it starts off with this: I want to grab you, the way you're supposed to write, draw you in, give you a little taste of something, keep you driven in reading. Well, I don't give a fuck. If it's about history, I'm just going to read it and just keep it about fucking history. So, it's too much manipulation by people that shouldn't be writing our history. And we know who's in control. All you got to do is look at who published, where it was published at, and then do the backtrack. And see, a lot of people don't want to do that. They want to have people like myself who do that, and other people that do that, and then share the information. No, the information is free. I'm just going to tell you. It's up to you whether you want to believe it. It's obvious. I read. A lot of people know me. There's therapists, psychs, and people all over. And a lot of people I deal with don't have internet, don't have cell phones. You think I'm kidding because you do? I know it's hard to fathom, right? Well, we didn't have it until I came back out the military in 1990, 2000, some shit like that, Sprint. But a brother created the first, from Detroit or something like that, with a big ass shoe box with a phone so he can be on the move. Come on, man. We were the original cultivators of weed. You know how they try to make you forget by saying, "Oh yeah, we came from China." China didn't exist until the 16 fucking hundreds. They were still fighting the original sea people over there. We had one fighting the war here. We were fighting on all fronts. We would have went there and helped them. The great seafarers we still had. Not no fucking Moors. Most of the boats they built were built over here, chopping all our goddamn trees down. Our mamas, roots that kept us moisture in the air and all that good shit. I went up on mezzanines out here in Arizona, and I'm seeing these big ass tree stumps petrified. They ain't petrified from old age. It's petrified. They're petrified from a great catastrophe. And these motherfuckers want to try and tell me something other. I'm like, man, if you can get away with me with that shit, pulling the red sand mound, pouring the water and knocking away and making a little sand bowl, that is not the truth of how anything was created here. This shit is violent. A lot of cavities and which you can walk through because Mother Earth's blood ran through it. They call it oil. Ain't no fossil fuel. People don't get that the earth is divided. Things aren't functioning right or the same because she's hurt. She's angry. But she's long suffering. That's what we're supposed to be able to see in ourselves, and we don't even see it. We're long suffering. Why? Because we're no different from our mother and our father. We all don't. Therefore, there goes your God. They have made you believe in that little short ass period of time on earth and that little scanty divisiveness. They bullshit. Bad children are what a lot of Pelicans are fucking bad children. But we are ignorant and have become dumbass big brothers and sisters. Fuck, we gonna teach something we always fighting all the time. Huh? Oh, we got goofy motherfuckers getting money and they doing the good. That's fine. I'm not here to knock that. But they pushing bullshit, talking about they have a reason. Why? However they gotta get the story out so big. But when it's about negative shit, I'm gonna talk about it. It's about views. It's about looking look at the check I got and all that stuff. Just envy, man. You know, a lot of y'all know I'm all right. I got everything I need, and some I can give away. I build model cars right here. One of the ones I'm finishing up. Let me show you this. But I get real detailed, putty, and all that shit. So we know this is a 1933, right? Oh no, right now I'm working on a motor, and I have this stuff so I can make the front wheels turn by the steering wheel. Real technical. For those that know what I know, you purchase stuff like this, you know, styrene. You know, you get these little drills where you can make little washers and all that kind of stuff. I got all that, you know, and this is what I do professionally. Build model cars. I used to sell them when I was at the VA. Guys who didn't have arms would pay me $150 to build them a $30 model, painted and everything, of a vehicle they once owned. And I would do it in a month. And I would show them the accessories and the things that I made work that never worked before. So that's another thing that if people want me to record and have a separate YouTube channel, I'd probably have hundreds of thousands of views like that, because I'm in those Fast Jimmy and all those guys. I'm in those communities. I'm in those communities. So I told them I was going to do this, and they don't care about this. Because they always listen to me correct people in their little chat rooms. You know what I'm saying? So, and they love it. You know. And I'm working on also the 55 Ford F100 street rod, and I'm gonna keep it custom because I want to grab that old vintage with Tina and all that. So that's gonna have to pick up another air gun pump. So that's another side of me saying It's not just going to the gun range and protecting people. And weed is medicinal. I don't like getting off freaking. I'm not a person. I don't like getting high, y'all. I quit drinking not that long ago. Come on, guys. Y'all saw me sipping what looked like beer. Y'all stop to pay attention and see. So I do these things because order has always been scratching at me. So how do you take a bad situation and make it better? You don't. You take yourself and allow yourself to be what you're supposed to be, and that's better than what you are. And no, I ain't talking about that freedom of bullshit speech thing either. I'm talking about your ineligible right of self-God and doing the right thing, not removing anything from Big Brother and Big Pop and Mom, Big Mom. You know what I'm saying? You're here. There's a purpose and a reason, and it's not to be fooled and manipulated with a bunch of goofy lying motherfuckers who all they've been doing is killing them. And they haven't really been killing anything but sending them back to the source. Thing is, they don't have no idea about it because they're confounded. They are reprobate minds for you Bible thumping motherfuckers. Torah, Tanakh, Talmud, whatever the fuck, it's all in there. You know what I'm saying? The Quran, whatever. Even Dalai Lama has a mentioning about that, and it's based on the pineal gland. They don't understand it. So they got our little children running around doing it, but they had to utilize the stuff that we created that was mismanaged by the very exact same people, because we had people who sold their asshole and a whole lot of other things to become a fake star and then manipulate the people with changing our music to this no vibration music. Now go back to Jimi Hendrix. Go back to Prince when they jamming at that 432 and 448 gigahertz. Listen to that shit they playing now. Pull that oscilloscope up with the sound thing and put that to get the frequencies. And look, oh, that shit is so all over the place. So much confusion. Just do it. And you see. And then listen to some of the shit they saying. I told y'all the other day about the M300. Say, I'm gonna do a song and watch. They're not even gonna listen to the words. Just listen to the music. You know the one where he's got the green pants on, all that shit, that was deflection. That was to see how strong your mind is, but how easily you can be manipulated. You heard that music with no direction, you know, and you saw the bling, you got a focal but no visual. You ain't really seeing shit. It's like you ain't hearing nothing. And you're missing the whole thing because they already snatched your soul because it's weak as fuck. Imagine if you was able to sit there and say, let me hear what brother's saying. And not for business purposes because you perverted. I get back room, I get him to suck me off and sign this little deal and make sure that he only gets 5 to 8%. You know? Y'all think I'm kidding? Unless you go independent, right? But then you get caught up because now you got power, but you have no guidance. You start doing the same goofy shit. Yeah, we're independent, but you work as a corporation. This is what I was telling people about the little baby and all these other goofy motherfuckers. But nobody wanted to hear anything. They don't know how to listen. They're visual, but don't know how to see shit for what it is. Most of us got a mouth and don't know what the fuck to say. You was there, Lloyd, watching me on Facebook Live. Over years, go from a point where I couldn't even communicate because the VA was saying you need to talk more. Fumbling, because I was always the one that you could say would be in the back room watching everything. Yeah, it was like that. Until required or needed. Break when needed. And I had so much pain from all the things done for me when I never caused pain on nobody. Unless it was required. I don't turn the other cheek. While having all this information and watching how things were changing. Because I was able to see something I didn't want to see. See, I was denying order because I like the chaos. Well, see, today I respect order and I'm tired of the fucking chaos. There's some fake rabbi motherfucker somewhere saying we need to speed it up to get the motherfucking Messiah to come out. They don't believe in crayon colors either. They kill anybody. They don't care about their own so-called Jewish people. This is a fact. These sick motherfuckers. What do they want to see? They want to see a battles of all times. These people are lepers still. That's why they move around like the hermits do. Secrecy. And they're covered by something or someone or something. I don't really give a fuck. Anywho, like I said, that it's not a secret. It's just not meant for everybody to know. That's the stuff I want to talk about, not just who you are. Because see, when I'm talking to Kwame Nut or any one of my brothers overseas, I don't care if it's my sister, my beautiful sister Tracy in Scandinavia or whatever, Denmark, whatever, depending on where she's at, she's traveling, doing her speeches and stuff. Or some of my other brothers in England and Mozambique, who I converse with on a regular. When Instagram didn't block me for no reason at all, other than Ruby Red's that bitch. Some people come over here and talk to her, going to see. But she's a fool. She's talking about things that have nothing to do with anything. See, people that do that, I'll ask, what is the game? What are you doing? It's really great. And though I'm saying it without one bit of feeling in me, and I know I just triggered this person because I've got their power. They're a zombie to me and they don't even know it. And they're gonna go rambling off. But what she did was she was able to get me blocked for something that was not blockable. So what does that say? They just knew, and their stupidity, they probably said we shouldn't block it. But they did. And that shows you how dumb the whole Facebook, Google, Instagram staff are. Because if they were really intelligent, they'd make better decisions. But this is when you have people who think they're all powerful. And they might say, oh, yeah, but in this world, we can do it. Oh, so you're using the First Amendment. Oh, you're using the Fourth Amendment. Oh, see? That's when it applies. See, this is how sick they are. They want to censor you and tell you how to talk. They want to be in control. And then the narrative they give you is a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo. Well, we just wanted to be respectful. What's respectful? We're not in a respectful time because it's all chaos. What's respectful? I'm not talking directly to you, the fuck a bird. Nor do you. I'm not gonna name none of these people. I don't get my energy up like that. I don't talk. So who the fuck is you? You're not my friend. It's a platform, bitch. They offer to get on it, and they hide from it. Why? Because they think they're rich. They create their own little state. This shit is comical. I'm telling you. That's how far gone they're gone, people, and nobody's paying attention to that. Doesn't that boggle your mind sometimes? It did boggle mine for a little while. Now, I really don't care. I just know I can talk about it. And I can talk about it in ways that could be received and received in its reception in a way that can bring a little light to the subject. Because now people want to go and start searching and seeking shit out. You ever hear somebody say, this is what so-called Tatum, I ain't gonna say all because he's not an officer of what. Anyway, conservative. I checked the brother. I think he's pretty cool. But he said, you know what black folks hate me? No, because you're a cop who's a dirty motherfucker. You allowed abuses to go on because you're young, you arrogant, and you ignorant. And like I said, if you need, motherfucker, I got a whole list of information of in the last 4 years. Let's go on. I can go back before that. Why there's no trust. And then we can read about what the motherfucking so-called police force is really supposed to be doing. And that's addressing people who work for the federal goddamn government and works in currency, who is driving, who is not traveling. And you are to make sure that we are safe and sound and protected in our own beings to motherfucking road slides and everything else. You don't even, majority, 99.9% of police officers don't even know what their fucking job is because you got a bunch of sociopaths put in position Niggas who should have been in combat shouldn't be on the streets, who have this fake hidden white superiority. They don't even know what the fuck white word means. Ran by a bunch of goofy motherfuckers that are put in position because they some sick motherfuckers who probably just, I know a lot of prostitutes back in Camden and Millville, New Jersey, who are sleeping with a whole lot of pigs. And I watch them how they ride around and stuff and all down the street and parking all retarded, breaking the laws that applied only to their ass. Why you think a fake ass system gave them quality immunity? It wasn't to keep them protected from the actions against us. People misread that. But see, that's the control they had. Because they knew they were a bunch of fuck-ups. That's why the Department of Justice, not for justice, by justice. It's not about justice. It's about just us. That's what it is, the Department of Just Us. Why y'all don't understand and get this shit? Also, they should don't even apply to us because of treaties. But if they make you not believe who you is, you don't know who you are, you accept the narrative given to them, you become a ward of the fucking state without being in the butterfly or fourth or three, whatever the fuck, Rikers, wherever the fuck they want to have your ass locked up at, which is just more of an interned motherfucking slave instead of one walking around in the streets. I don't belong to no fucking body. Those emotionally unstable motherfuckers. Scared of their own shadow. But because they have no self-control, will unleash a vicious beat down on somebody who ain't even got a weapon, who ain't fighting back. And he always got the sociopath. I know he's been overseas in one of these the last 20 years, doing the knees and them. Stop resisting, motherfucker. Hands in here, he's down. He's just trying to break something. So he can have, because this is what they do. You don't hear it. They don't have their little shit on. Yeah, I broke the guy's arm today. You got some people, man, when they take the shot, they don't even want nothing to do with the job no more because now they belong to a certain select group, unless you're in a small town community. Those stories even happen in rural, little small communities lately too. Why? And when you look at the individual, you look at the background, you realize where he came from. This motherfucker's abused, damaged. Keep him on the force. Have y'all noticed more foreigners? Not, and this is a fake demic. Have y'all noticed more foreigners fighting age in your neighborhood, in your cities, in your towns, in your B&Bs? Man, from the golden years of music, like on the 80s, 90s, how would you describe music now? It's shit. It's garbage. It's not music, bro. Stop. There's only certain genres out there that's actually playing some music, and most people aren't even tapped into. I'd say listen to some goddamn jazz right now if you want to find some frequencies. But how about just don't listen to nothing, listen to yourself? I'm being honest. And that's a great question, brother. That's what I love to see. If you ask them, give me a response. Music is not music. Music is when we're all gathered together and we sing as one. And even the untuned becomes refined because the balance of all everybody chanting together. That's what they don't want. And if somebody starts talking about us gathered together, and it's not in the broken function of something based on a 301.5C or some bullshit like that, they'll stop. I'm telling without telling. I'm in Page, Arizona, 86040. This ain't no Tony Stark shit. I got an army around. They got betrayers around us too. You got extra bedroom, people always welcome. Come out, hang out, come with an agenda. It'll be soft, it'll be felt. You don't have to trust me. Go to the Navajo reservation to talk to some of the brothers out there, not the ones that don't know me. May have seen me. How can that guy be there with those long dreads selling sandwiches, and their sandwiches are so good, and all the dogs, they go up to him like they're protecting him. I'm talking about every dog. First day of meeting them, they came up to me, no growling, bited everybody else. You know how many dogs I've saved and rescued It's not about clout, y'all. I'm asking. You see, you don't know me. You haven't taken the time to sit down and get to know me. But I know a lot about y'all. Pay attention to everything. Like I was saying earlier, Lord, you watched me through the walk 4 years, right? 3 to 4 years, where I said live, I'm going to do this because it was the hardest thing to do, and people thought I was kidding. I was like, no, the therapist said I need to learn how to talk again because I wasn't giving orders and I wasn't team leader and the supervisor, the manager no more. I was like, fuck, I learn how to talk again. How can I do that? And I had to go through the feelings and emotions and then turning off the feelings and emotions and realize it was destructive and I wanted to harm people and I was knocking people out. Crossed the line, but they probably didn't need to get knocked out. And then I turned around and said to myself, okay, something's not right, but I got to change something. Not until I went through this shit did I realize, oh shit, I'm the answer. Order's always been in me and around me. Why do I allow the chaos? Why do I allow the chaos to exist? Because I keep feeding it. When I'm not as ignorant as most, why don't I sit up here and be an example? Believe the way I've always done it. Yo, give me a tool pouch. Let's go. Sometimes I just go and get it myself. But if, suiting up, I need a tool pouch, give me a crane. Let's get out here and get this shit knocked out. I'll get the business verification, /11s, blah, blah, blah. I'll get everything filled out. I'll make sure I close the meeting, switch the shift change. Everybody has everything after 12, 16-hour goddamn day. We need to make a round out. We got to do an ammo count, weapons inspection, blah, 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 blah. I still found time to go swimming with the manatees. You see what I'm saying here? I'm going to share. It's real shit. Because I knew that I had to get back in order. And order hadn't gone nowhere. So I need to allow myself to be that order that it is. And it's a relearning. It's a learning thing because I gotta learn how to put away all the chaos. I gotta learn. It's hard because I've been doing it all my life, the chaos. And maybe because I say it's hard, I'm feeding that energy. And see, I'm always learning. Does it mean that when I get in order that I'm supposed to be walking around and levitating and floating this shit? I don't have a fucking clue. I'm telling you right now, order feels better than chaos. Chaos absolutely makes no sense to me right now. That's why I talk the way I do, and I don't care. If somebody feels offended, I'd be like, see, in that broken world of lies and chaos, you'd be like, you don't care about their feelings and emotions? Why would I want to feed that shit? Do you get where I'm coming from? Why would I want that motherfucker to stay there? That motherfucker walking, that's a kerosene bomb. What the fuck? I'm gonna go over there and hug and embrace that shit and be like, I can dig it, I feel you, and give him more reason to fucking, no. I'm gonna say, man, get the fuck away from me with all that shit. You need to check yourself. And that's it. Or I'll just walk the fuck away. And then you can see this, somebody else might be able to communicate. I don't care. See, I'm still in the learning stages. See what I'm saying? I don't care about chaos. And when somebody's feeling some kind of way, I really don't give a fuck about how they're feeling. Because I know it's bullshit. That's how deep I've gotten into it. But I haven't learned how to break it all down yet. Oh, well, some people are going to have to take the lumps and bumps. I had to take them. It's just the truth. Sad truth, but it's the truth. So I have to wear a cool mask. I don't wear them anyway. The only time I put it on is when I have a cold. When I had a cold, y'all saw me wearing a mask. Somebody's at the door. Hold on. Hello! Hey, what's up, man? Hey, baby. Yeah, well, that's not oh, look at me. So what? What happened? You gave me cheeses. Oh, Zach. Come and say hi, Zach. It's my little man. Come here. And then my little girl. It's my little man, Zach. It's autistic, like my nephew. All right? But he's, yeah, boy, you sick? You sick? We put this back on. Okay.
No, he's not sick.
Come here. You come here, too. My man, Zach. This is teacher.
Hi.
All right? how's it going? It's good, people. Come here, mama. Come here. Get her up here.
Oh,
Come here.
you.
Oh, God. Oh, man, I got so many grandbabies around me. This is what love's about, man. Y'all don't get it. Y'all just don't get it yet, but you will. Okay, go ahead, take that. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off so I can do it a little bit, okay? And I'll be back on later. This is what I love. I love all my peoples. And what you doing? Oh, I got guns in the bed.
No.
Put them in the closet. Oh, okay. What y'all doing anyway? Hey, I love y'all, and talk to y'all later. So this is what I do.
Be home.